Naya and I made this podcast when I was at her house and we were just talking and
Just
something
talking.
just popped up in both our minds. And we were like, we just looked at each other like, yeah, that's it. That's
That's
it.
it.
Yep.
That's it right there.
And here we are right now.
Hey y'all, welcome back.
Or welcome to BLACC. I'm one of your hosts, Dominique, aka Big Dom.
And I'm your other host, Naya, aka Velly Vel. What it do?
What is up? What is happening? We are back with another great episode. This one, we cooking up some shit for y'all one time for one time. But before we get into that, you already know what it is. Mental health check-in. Naya, how you feeling? Well, I felt like an MC right there for a second, you know?
Yeah. You already know what it is.
One time for the one time.
One time for the one time. You feel me?
Hey.
But my mental, it's a 0. I'm just kidding. JK. I just
I'm
wanted
gonna
to
say,
be
girl, I'll
funny.
slap shit out you. What you mean to 0?
0 is like dead. I
Hold on,
mean,
we won't even be recording if it was out of 0. Let's
right,
just
if
be
it was
real.
a 0, right? But my mental is, I would say my mental's at an 8. Yeah,
Okay.
today. I've been good, pretty steady. Kind of getting back on track in a sense. I feel like for these past few months, I just haven't really been myself, honestly, like not the person that I truly am in this season. I watched Pastor Keon's that sermon that you sent me,
Mm-hmm.
and one of the things that he said we should ask God is like, and this is like if you're single or if you're in a waiting period of some sort. He was saying that you should ask God, what is your purpose for me within this season? So I'm gonna make sure I ask God that tonight, within this season of my life, because I'm just finishing school and stuff like that. And of course I'm gonna be focusing on content more and stuff like that. But yeah, just to stay focused on things that I need to be focused on and not getting
Mm-hmm.
distracted. So I would say I am at an 8.
Okay. I will say I am also out of 8 too. I've been really mellow this past weekend. I kind of just been giving myself just grace, a lot of time, a lot of attention. I've been really just dissecting emotions I've been going through these past couple of weeks, and I've been very vulnerable a lot lately, and as tough as it's been, it's also a lot of strength in it as well. So I just been giving myself some props to that, because the Dominique I know back when she was in her early 20s, I was not vulnerable. I was so hard shell, hard body. And I just been giving myself time and grace to just let my emotions, feel my emotions, and just let them pass through, because it's just a phase, it's not something consistent, unless you choose, or constant, I would say, unless you choose it to be. I'm just going to let the day go on about how I'm feeling, if it's good, bad, and different, and just come out and pray for a better day the next day. That's it. So I would say I'm on an 8.
For sure.
Pretty mellow.
I feel
Mm-hmm.
that. I feel that heavy, bruh. And I'm proud of
Mm-hmm.
you for, being vulnerable. Because I know that that's a hard thing to do. Just generally speaking, I think that this podcast has helped me become more vulnerable. Um, and that's why I love it. I love it so much.
Yes.
But speaking
Yes.
of this freaking podcast, y'all know we coming up on our 50th episode. This is
Mm-hmm.
actually episode 49.
Yep.
So what we got in store for the audience, you know what I'm saying? Down. Let us know what we got going.
Yeah, for sure. So, like Nia said, we're coming up on a 50 episode. And if y'all don't know by now, there has been a lot of work behind this, a lot of course correction behind this, a lot of hiccups behind this, a lot of frustrations behind this. I can keep going. So, Nia and I thought it would
Yeah.
be a pretty interesting topic to talk about. What have we learned so far with making our podcast, for people out there who are interested in making their own podcast and just giving the ins and outs on how to do this? People might think it's pretty simple. Just, you just need to record yourself and make content, but there's a lot more to it than just making the content. So we compiled a list of 3 components one being the equipment, brand, and your mindset. And we're going to just dissect each topic and talk about what to expect within each topic. So the first one we have is equipment. Got to have equipment, man.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yes, you gotta have the right equipment. You don't want to, while you recording shit, just turn off. You don't want, your camera to be all blurry or whatever. We want to make sure you're able to be heard with the mics and stuff like that. So yeah, make sure you invest in your equipment. Of course, they don't have to be top notch when you first start off, but it's an investment. This is your business, your creation. So you should
Mm-hmm.
definitely invest in equipment. If you don't have it at the time, that's what you should invest in. You got
Yes,
anything else?
quality is key. Quality over quantity. And I'm pretty big on that, and I as well. How you do anything is how you do everything. So you don't want to just be having some lousy ass equipment, lousy shit, and people are gonna look like, damn, well, what you got going on? Like, you didn't put no time and money into try and just make it look good. Like she said, you ain't gotta spend top dollar, but as long as your quality is A1, then you Gucci, you good. Like this microphone I'm talking to y'all right now was $20 on Amazon, and it still works to this day. I think Naya does too,
Oh,
right?
do.
Yep.
Yeah, mine do too. You just can't see mine. Mine just
Yeah.
on mine on there. You know what I'm
Yeah,
saying?
yeah, yeah, yeah,
I
yeah,
still
yeah,
got it
yeah,
though.
yeah. But also, and for those who don't know by now, clearly we're in separate states. So our podcast is through via Zoom. So we record
Yeah.
by using Zoom, and you're able to record your session. And then once you're done, it converts to a file, and then you could edit it. So that's how we make our podcast. I know a lot of people are in person and they do it, going to a studio, going to your house and you use your camera or whatever. Unfortunately, that's not how we do it. We have our webcams we use. So I invested in a good webcam. I think Naya also has a really good webcam. As you can see, we're crystal clear. We're not blurry. We look good. So yeah, make sure you invest in good equipment. And I think we have one more piece we talked about. What you got?
Yeah, the last thing that we recently definitely invested in is a USB storage for your phone, or also investing in like some type of drive, because of course you're gonna be recording these videos, you're gonna be recording your reels for your social media. All of this stuff takes storage, and our little iPhones only got so much storage. So having one of these little USB things that you can plug up, that you can
Yep, there it goes.
you know,
Yep, yep, we got it. Yep. Yeah,
All
yeah.
right, okay.
Uh,
Huh.
mhm.
And that's the one of them. They only cost like $15, even cheaper, $10, I think. And
ten
yeah,
dollars. Where'd you get yours from? Mine was
I'm
50
sorry.
fucking dollars.
Huh?
Where'd you buy yours at? I'm sorry.
Amazon?
I'm
Girl,
sorry.
I needed it the next day. Amazon?
Damn, I got that shit on TikTok. My shit was $50.
Do you?
I'm finna send that shit back. How many gigs is that? Look, this is off topic. How much is that? Was it five?
256
Okay,
gigabyte.
mine was 512, so I got a little bit more storage, but still,
Yeah.
god damn, I was $50.
$50, girl. Hell.
I'm gonna take
Yeah,
my
no,
shit
what you
back.
say? Yeah, I would take that back.
I
Shit,
ain't
I
gonna
mean,
lie. I did want to get the one TB, that's a terabyte, I guess. I'm not a nerd
yeah,
like you. You get it. But anyway,
actually don't. I actually don't understand that.
I
Thanks.
saw I asked to explain it in layman terms. How much space is that? And it said it could hold 250,000 photos, 48 hours of video or whatever. And I'm like, okay, this is what I need this. It's an investment. I need to, because we're going to be making a lot of content, videos,
Yeah.
and it gets so annoying. Y'all know what I'm talking about. You're trying to make a video, recording shit, and you get told iPhone storage is full. Please, check your
That
storage.
pisses
In the
me
middle,
off.
you recording some shit. It's so aggravating.
Mhm.
I'm like, bruh, come on. Then you gotta go and
Mhm.
delete some shit that you don't need, that you think you do need. It's just so much. It's so much.
Yeah. Yeah.
So
And that's why you
yeah,
need to invest in the USB for sure.
correct for sure. And go to
Yes.
Amazon or pay $50 on fucking TikTok. Either way.
Yeah. Yeah, girl.
I'm,
Nah, yeah. I'm gonna
I'm,
make sure I send it to you again because
I'm gonna look into that shit again when we get done here. So the next one we have here for your podcast that you should be aware of is your brand. Come on now.
Yes. Who are you?
Who are you? You are the face of your masterpiece, of your brand, your creation.
That's right.
You got to find your niche. You know, what do you want to talk about?
Niche.
What are you
Mm-hmm.
about? What you want people to feel you on? You feel me? Like
Yeah, yeah.
what it is, how or what's up?
What's up?
Get that nigga just
I was literally just listening to that Doechii song. I really like that song by
oh,
Doechii.
yeah, I
Uh-huh.
do. Yep.
Black
She fired, but yeah, like we said, you gotta know what you want to talk about. What's your brand? You need to be just anyway, yeah. Having your brand is key. Making sure you're staying 10 toes down on what you're about. Do your best not to switch it up so much because you're gonna probably lose people's attention. You're doing this one day, the next week you got this, another week you're doing something else. Stay focused, stay aligned with what you want to talk about, what you want to put out, and definitely collab with other people for sure.
Yes, to help build your brand. Like we've collaborated with our social media manager, we've collaborated with a web designer. I mean, we be doing things because we just know some people, you know what I'm saying? But also to help support other people. And they supporting us. We all in this together. What High School Musical say? We're all in this together.
I don't know the rest of that, but I remember that one part.
Troy, holla at me. I'm just kidding. No, but anyways, make sure you collaborate with fellow other people. If you ever need any advice from us, hit us up, collaborate with us. We definitely want to hop on other people's podcasts. We need more people to do it. If y'all are like-minded. Yeah, but we haven't done that yet, but that's something that we definitely want to get into. Get on somebody else's podcast.
For sure, that would be fun. You've done that before. You were with somebody else's podcast. We weren't together, but you did guest star.
Yeah, I have done that. It was fun too. It was definitely fun. I want us to be together.
Yes. If you're anybody out there that got their own podcast, fellas, ladies, and we want to collab, just hit us up. We're all here for networking and building each other up and supporting one another because we are Black. We bring leaders around charitable connections. I need to say that again.
You heard? Okay. We really all about collaboration. That's really what Black's about. You feel me?
For sure.
That's our niche.
For sure. Period. Heavy. So that's really it with the brand. Just finding your niche, collab, network, and building your brand. Simple as that.
Yep. So the next one that we're going to talk about is mindset. Okay, you got to have a good mindset to, withstand the trials and tribulations of building a podcast, bro. It's a lot of trials and tribulations. It's sometimes, you're going to get like 2 views. Are you going what is
For no.
Power down to the damn, or you going to back them and be like, you know what? It's all good,
Yeah. It is. It's definitely a lot of consistency you have to have. Like Naya and I, we are so big on consistency. It's amazing. Yes. You know how hard it is to have just, let alone a group of friends or friends who have a weekly consistent schedule where you talk weekly, you plan accordingly, you're making time for content, and we're in different states, different time zones. Like, this is not just some easy shit sometimes. We have to really respect our schedule and make sure we keep the goal at the top of doing this.
Yes, our standard. Yes. And that's one of the things that we as Black get complimented on so much is our consistency. So many people be like, dang, y'all stay consistent. Y'all post every week. And I'll be like, yeah, because we them bitches or we them girls. So I'm trying to slow down on cussing y'all. So hold me accountable.
Too, girl. You know what? I'm so off topic, but I swear I would just realize I need to watch my mouth a lot more. I cuss bad.
We can do it together because I've been you know what? It's time. It's time.
I call everything motherfuckers. I need to stop. That's not a Proverbs 31 woman. We don't cuss.
I feel that. And I think what would help is if we start filtering our text messages too. I think that will kind of help, and it will kind of get easier with talking.
Yes.
So yeah, we'll
100%.
watch each
Yeah,
other.
for sure. But see how we just hold each other accountable. We were talking about accountability.
Yeah.
Preparation is key. If you fail to prepare, then prepare to fail. And that's just that simple because you got to be consistent. You have to have meetings. You got to set time to edit. You have to have a lot of good time management in this. So this is not just, even when you make content, like people who are out there who make content, you kind of understand how this goes for the most
Mm-hmm.
part. But
Mm-hmm.
making a podcast, having to brainstorm ideas, make time to talk about what you want to talk about is not easy sometimes. Even
Mm-hmm.
especially we're not in the mood. We have our days where we're just
That's
not,
what I'm about to say.
yeah,
Yeah.
we're
When our
not
mental is
really,
low.
our mental is low. She can sometimes pick up on my energy. I pick up on her energy, like, oh, we're just not in the space right now. So let's just try to do what we can do. We critique each other a lot about things. So the list goes on. This is really a big mindset thing. Sorry, I was
Yeah.
rambling all night. You got anything to add in?
No, you good. I was going through the list. You hitting everything. Treat it like a business. Like treat your podcast like a business. Be serious about it. About it. Don't play. Like this is like we said. This is your brand. This is your creation. You
Mm-hmm.
and your partner, or you and whoever it is. It's y'all's creation. So treat it as such. You presenting this to the world, and it's an extension of you. But also don't take yourself too seriously. We giggle, we joke, and we laugh, and we don't, I would say that we make a lot of mistakes, but we don't tear each other down because of the mistakes. Like we
Mm-hmm.
build each other up and we course correct. That's what Dominique always says is course correcting. I mean, we've been course corrected so many damn times.
Mm-hmm.
I'm
Probably like
just so happy
once
that
a
we here.
week.
Yeah, honestly and
Yeah,
truly. Every
like
episode, hell.
there's some new shit that we find, and like I said, how you do anything is how you do everything. So we want to make
Yeah.
sure we're not just out here looking lousy and putting out bullshit because that's not what we're
Mm-hmm.
about. We want to make sure our shit's
Yeah.
top tier. We hold each
Yeah.
other accountable, and like she
Yeah.
said, we don't take ourselves too serious. We laugh, we cry, we fuck up. We just got to pick ourselves up and move on. That's it.
That's
Mhm.
facts. That's facts.
Mhm.
And I mean, that's really it, man. I've had a lot of people come to me about, building their own podcasts and stuff like that. So hopefully this episode helps y'all. If y'all have any more questions, make sure y'all reach out to us on social media, me or Dominique. Hit up our email, whatever. But Dominique, you want
Yep.
to?
Lead out in prayer. If you guys
Yes,
can bow
please.
your head, please. All right. Thank you, Heavenly Father, for bringing us together. I thank you so much for allowing us to be together when there's a distance between us. I'm so grateful, and I thank you for giving us the opportunities to be together, to talk to one another, to brainstorm, and just to build better bonds. I pray those who are listening to me right now for guidance, for understanding, and to have clarity in what you want and what they're working for. I pray you help those who are seeking you to allow them to know you're listening and you are close by. In Jesus' name I pray. Amen.
Amen. Wow, I love the way that you just pray. Your voice is like, I felt that. It was
Oh,
like
thank. I'm getting better.
you are
It's
getting
I've
way
been
like, I
getting a
mean,
lot
every
better.
time.
Mm-hmm.
Yes, that
It
was
has.
very like, I don't know what's the word that I'm looking for. It was very like, I don't know, confident, like you like you
I'm not
knew.
gonna
You know what I mean?
sometimes I'm not gonna lie to sometimes some prayers I would have to write out because I would be so nervous to pray. Like it's crazy. I
Wow,
promise. I
really?
used to be really nervous praying on when we're recording. I'm like, I hope I don't just sound goofy. And then over time, just praying constantly. You told me to always pray. Just pray when you can, pray in your car, pray in your
Yeah.
bed, pray in your closet. I just pray. And it's been
Hmm.
more better. It's just I just got more better, more comfortable at praying.
Yeah, I
Mhm.
love
Thank
it.
you. Thank you so much. Thank you.
Oh, that's so beautiful. Okay. So if y'all love this video, make sure y'all like it, but love it too. If we missed anything, if y'all got any questions about podcasts, about video podcasts, about our podcast, make sure you leave a comment. Make sure you subscribe to this podcast to our YouTube at Black Wave on YouTube.
Mhm.
And make sure you follow us on TikTok and Instagram at Black Podcast underscore. You know, we got some more content rolling on out your way. What's another thing? Oh, if you want to be on this podcast or you got a topic that you want us to discuss, please email us at blackgroup8@gmail.com. We
For
appreciate everybody
sure.
for coming in. We appreciate y'all for supporting us throughout this whole thing.
Mhm.
And chase your dreams, man. Chase your desires and
For
stuff like
sure.
that.
If you got
Yeah.
something you want to talk about and you serious about it, look into
Yeah.
really starting a podcast. It can be by yourself, it can be with a group of friends,
Mm-hmm.
and really just sit down and brainstorm. Naya and I made this podcast when I was at her house and we were just talking, and
Just
something
talking.
just popped up in both our minds, and we were like, we just looked at each other like, yeah, that's it. That's
That's
it.
it.
Yep.
That's it right there.
And here we are right now. So it couldn't be a full circle moment. That's why we're out here now trying to bring awareness to other people who are looking also into doing a podcast. Like she said, just hit us up, comment below, email us, and we'll reach out to you. You guys, we check
For
our
sure.
emails consistently. We don't miss a beat. So don't
Show
feel like
don't.
you won't be heard. We'll definitely reach out to you in good timing. So, but thank you guys for tuning in for another episode. We are coming up on the big 5-0. Y'all stay tuned and stay blessed. Never stress.
Deuces. Bye.